Welcome to Obstacle Running Adventures.
Right, right.
Okay.
But how are you? So how did you feel after slow cal? Love that. Slow cal.
Um, yeah, I feel fine. My like the one thing I forgot about like Spartan racing is they take you off trail so much that a lot of the running is just like so uneven. Um, because I even did like 250Ks a month and a half ago and they went
Okay.
pretty well. Um, but it was just like a different beast. Like I forgot how fun and how hard obstacle racing is. Because when you're trail running, it's definitely hard. Like those races were in the mountains, so you're running at
Right.
7,000 feet. It's just like a different style, but then you're running and you can keep your rhythm and you're on a trail. Whereas this, it's like you got to get to a wall, you got to jump and you got to jump down. And then I feel like it was just a completely different stimulus than I'm used to recently. So, which was the point I wanted to get an obstacle race under my belt before winter, just to be like, okay, where am I at? And then if I want to keep doing this, like, what do I need to train?
That
Yeah,
makes
but
sense.
yeah, it was a really fun race. I'm not like thrilled with the way I raced, which sounds dumb because I won,
I
but
was gonna say, didn't you
yeah,
win?
yeah. But it's like it's the way that the race happened, basically. Um, like three of us came in together, loop one of the ultra, and then one guy just like took off, and I just like couldn't match him.
Hmm.
And I was like, well, I kind of just accepted like I'll probably get second unless he comes back to me. Um, and he told me after, he's like, oh yeah, I just tried to like just run as hard as I could. He's like hoping that if I couldn't see him, I would just break. And I was like, well, he doesn't know who we
I was
don't know
gonna
each
say,
other. But I was
yeah.
like, I'm not gonna break, but like I'm just gonna go my pace that I can go. And that's just so I ended up catching him at like mile 26 and then like gapped him by a good amount. But um so I wasn't like happy with the fact that he like made a move and I couldn't match him. Is basically what I was. And then obviously it's my first obstacle race in so long. There's like so many small things that I'm like, oh my gosh, like I need to be working on this and this and this because it's just such a different stimulus. And it's fun.
Hmm.
It's so
Yeah.
fun. But
Because
yeah,
I feel like he played a game, right? And like, but he couldn't keep up his idea was just like get as far ahead as possible and hope that you cracked. But like you were able to be like, oh, like I'm not gonna crack. I'll catch you. Like he couldn't hold his end of the bargain.
totally. But like I guess which I guess is a good thing, makes me realize how much I actually want to do this again, is like that made me very mad that I want to be fit enough to where like he makes a move and I make a move and can stay with him. And then I can
Right.
just break him. Which I know it's not always how ultras go, but like the fact that he made that move and I at that point could not match him was like, okay.
That's fair.
Um, yeah. I think it also helped that neither of the guys I was running with knew who I was, which was it was great. It also made me realize how long I haven't raced.
I was gonna ask you that. Like, so like you were out of OCR for 2-ish years. Did
Yeah.
you like keep up to date with like the up and coming athletes? Like,
No, no
okay.
clue. I
No.
like I like if there are people that I'm friends with here,
Hmm.
like Annie Doobie lives close. So
Yep.
like I keep like if she was racing, I would follow. And I would see the big races, but like, like the slow cal race or like all the small ones, I'm like, I have no idea who's running
Right, right.
and doing well. And I had no clue that other guys that I was running with. But like after talking to them, they've won a bunch of like ultras this year and stuff. So I was like, oh, okay, like they're legit.
Right, right. And but
Yeah.
it's so crazy to me the fact that they're like, oh, I'm racing against Christopher Mendoza, and I was just like, oh, just another like regular guy.
No, they like one of the guys. So there was Kyle and Tristan. I don't remember their last names, but Kyle after or on the first loop because we're kind of like running in the same group, and there
Hmm.
was no one really close to us. And he's like, "Oh, I'm Kyle. Like, who are you?" He's like, "I've never seen you." I'm like, "Yeah, haven't run in a few years." He's like, "Oh, like I haven't." I was basically like, "I haven't really run since 23." And he's like, "Oh, that's kind of when I started." I was like, "Yeah." So like we probably have never crossed paths. And then the other guy was like, it was really funny actually. He for some reason this sticks out to me because I don't know, I thought it was hilarious. Like he's like, well, at least it's really cool he's like, I've never run with a pack of three in an ultra. Usually it's more spread out.
Hmm.
But we were like all together for the first loop. And he's like, well, at least we'll all win a delta. And I was like, what's a delta? And
Oh.
he's like the award, like the big Spartan award. I'm like, oh, I know what that is. I just didn't know what that was called. He looks at me, he's like, have you done this before? And I was like, yeah, yeah, yeah. I've done this race. I just like don't know what it's called. And I'm not like thinking about that. So it was like really funny because both of them were just like, I don't know who this guy is. He's just out here running though, because like they knew each other and they've
Hmm.
raced against each other a bunch, seemingly.
Right.
Um, but it was really fun to be the one that no one knew about.
That is fun. That makes you kind of like the underdog, like the
I like that much more.
yeah.
It's way more
I could
fun.
see that. Like, and you don't show up wearing like your orange like WTM jacket, being like, yeah, no, like this is my race. You
No,
show up as like a regular guy.
it was actually like the best. I loved it. It was way more fun that way.
Did it
Um,
take some of the pressure off?